Everyone, welcome to this podcast on Llama 3. So, we heard the news that Meta has released Llama 3. So, Llama 3 is almost similar to Llama 2 and Llama 1, and it is very much matching with the GPT 4's capabilities. So, I hope you have heard about this news, right? I think it was released yesterday.
Yeah, it's super hot topic now, right? So I'm just excited about what's new with this Llama 3, right? I see it's multi-model, but why people are talking a lot about Llama 3? Right? What's the best thing about Llama 3?
Right. So, if we are looking more into the architecture, we have a separate video on that, and we would be also diving into the technical aspects into that. But in this video, we are going to get a general updates on Llama 3, what's new in that,
Sure.
and what is the Meta's plan, right? So, as we all know, Llama stands for Large Language Model Meta AI. Meta AI has released multiple series of LLMs, so which we call as Llama, and the third version of that LLM is the Llama 3. They have released two variants, 8 billion model and 70 billion model.
This is more common nowadays, right? You see Google releasing two versions, right? One is
Yeah.
the 8 billion version, which is Gemma, and the larger version,
Hmm.
Gemini. So it's quite common these days to see both the versions spinning out.
Exactly. So this 8 billion, it might be used for smaller use cases
Hmm.
where we want the inference time to be very much quicker.
Hmm.
But if we are more interested into the quality and
Hmm.
we are not very much concerned about the inference speed and the resource constraint also, if we don't have, we can go with the 70 billion model.
Sure, got it. So what does the results look like here? So do they
Yeah.
compare it with any other models?
That's the major highlight here. So it has actually surpassed a lot of the benchmarks, and
Oh,
so
okay.
far this is the best model. And
Is it? Is it?
yeah,
Do you mean only open source or it even beat GPT-4 here?
in the blog they mentioned it is the best model openly available.
Oh, okay.
They are
Then fine.
not competing with GPT,
Mm.
but I see it's almost equal to GPT-4 as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Nice.
we'll also see about the benchmarking.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. And coming about the features of Llama 3, it is multi-model, right? So multi-model in the sense it can not only process text, it can process images, video, audio. So yeah.
This is cool, right? So just like humans, right? Where we can see, hear, and but one thing is missing, right?
Which one?
They are not. They don't understand emotions, or they don't respond to touch.
Right.
Just joking. Cool. So it's not that that part of sense is not yet discovered yet, right? So that has more information. What do you think?
That's really a very interesting aspect. Maybe when we go with the robot thing, using some sensors,
Yeah.
if it is detecting some motion or those, it might track. But that's really missing here. And also, we have five senses, are human, right? So it is capable of reading the text,
Mhm.
and then the eyes, vision also it has got, hearing the music it has got. Only the smell is the niche topic now, and it's the most not that much available thing, right? What do you think?
Yeah. So if you just think about the signal to noise ratio of all this information, right? So you know from image, it's the noise is really small. What do you think compared to text? See, text and image, they have more signal content than noise. But when it comes to audio, audio is a mix of noise, right? So the signal content is bit lesser here. So that's why you don't see usually models make use of the audios, or even touch or smell. Even these three are still not at very much explored, right?
Exactly.
Maybe it's difficult. Maybe it's now it's difficult, but in future the real multimodal AI should make use of all these senses.
Yeah, we're very much excited to see on those. Also, I saw a few of the research papers, but they are not practically available now. So yeah, coming back to Llama 3 can process input as image, video, audio, and such kind of formats. And the one thing they boast about is their bigger context window, right?
Oh
So
my
they have around 15 trillion tokens now. So Gemini had around 1 million token,
god.
but now they have made it even more bigger with around 15 trillion. That's really crazy.
This is crazy, right? So I can now sense why this model beats most of the records.
Yeah.
So this is the key reason out there now, right? So
Yeah.
context window, if you give it more context window, if you give it, it's like you are increasing the RAM of your system now, right? It was 4 GB earlier, now it's around 64 GB or more than that.
Exactly.
So obviously it is capable of doing the task better than it used to. I mean the Llama 2 or Llama 1.
Yeah.
So this makes sense, right? So somehow they made some optimization to in order to consume a lot of tokens. So that is the key game changer here.
Yeah. So if someone is thinking, what does it even mean about this context window, right? So for example, if I give you a data about 2 months, you might get some insights about it. But if I'm giving data about 20 years about a business, you might get even better insights, right? So we are feeding around 15 trillion tokens as an input. So with this level of information, the insights that it is going to capture will also be improved.
Makes sense.
All right, so let's see what next we do have. Yeah, so the vocabulary size they are using is around 128,000 tokens. So this is the vocabulary size. Like how we have a Oxford dictionary, this LLM has a separate dictionary on its own. It has around 1 to 8,000 tokens. Yeah, and this is the amazing part of it. We have the benchmarking results. So we have the 8B variant here, the smaller model, and the 70 billion model here. So they are comparing against the other open models. This is their major focus, not with the enterprise models like Claude A or GPT. So if you compare with Gemma and Mistral, Mistral was so far the best model, right? So it has surpassed all the benchmarking of Mistral. And if you compare with Gemini Pro and Claude Sonnet, it
Oh
has
my God.
also surpassed it.
Just
So-
look at the GSM 8K benchmark. My God, of just for the open source models.
Yeah,
This is way
this is crazy.
Oh my God. I think it's all because of the context window, right? So no other models out here used that much big context window. So maybe now this is the new benchmark, right? So from here on, models will somehow, I mean, since it's open source, whatever models we will be seeing in the future, they'll also somehow try to make use of that context window going forward, and they'll try to do optimizations on top of that. So obviously they will be beating Meta Llama 3, and that is something which Meta is also aware of. So this is a nice way to explain the power of open source here, right?
Right.
Hmm.
And also, when Meta released this model, they also launched a video. In that, Mark Zuckerberg was telling, we are still training a model with 400 billion parameters. If you see, this is just 70 billion, right? But the model that is currently they are working on, it has 400 billion.
Maybe they are somehow trying to figure out a way to beat GPT-4.
Yeah.
And that could do it. Let's see.
So we're excited about
That's all
that
we have,
aspect.
right?
And yeah, so coming to the model download, we do have multiple ways to do it. Either you can get the consent form from the Meta and download it, or you can do it directly from Hugging Face. So as I mentioned, we have 8 billion and 70 billion, and within 8 we have base model and the instruct model. So base model would be more focused upon the next word generation, but 8 billion instruct is more focused on following the instructions that we give as prompt. So it is typically fine tuned for following the instructions like sentiment classification or text classification, summarization. So if your focus is more into directly using the model, go with 8B instruct. Or if your focus is into take this model, fine tune for your downstream task, go with the base model because it would be more fresh, and instruct is already fine tuned for your task. So likewise we have 70 billion base and 70 billion instruct.
Hmm.
And here comes the bigger announcement. So they have also launched a new assistant. So Meta AI is the name of this assistant. Let's have a quick look on that. So this is the official page of it. If we have a FB account, we can access it, is what I see. So from the fb.com, they have announced this, that they are going to launch this new assistant called Meta AI that is powered by Llama 3.
So it's just like the Google Assistant and Amazon Echo, is it?
Exactly. But I think it would have much more better performance. Like you can feed the images, videos, audios, and it can also generate images.
Okay, I just got this thing now. So what if it is integrated with WhatsApp, right?
Hmm.
So WhatsApp will be more user friendly now, right?
Exactly.
So it will be powered by AI as well now.
Hmm.
Maybe
So
it's already powered.
yeah. So they are mentioning Meta AI is also available in search across Insta, WhatsApp, and also Facebook Messenger. So we are very much excited about exploring this in WhatsApp.
Actually, I'm very happy to see all these tech giants, right,
Hmm.
fighting for a cool battle, and in the end, I think it is going to benefit all of us, right? So if the corporates are fighting like this,
Hmm.
obviously this will bring a quality product somehow, and that will be cheap for consumers to use as well.
Exactly. That's really a different
Nice,
perspective to
yeah,
think.
nice fight, yeah.
It's ultimately going to benefit the general public.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, that's all I had about Llama 3. For more technical details, watch out for this space on upcoming videos. Let's stay curious on the upcoming models and upcoming releases. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you, folks.